Welcome to Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of stopping by, you like the channel and the video, please subscribe and put on your notification bell so that you will be able to know when I upload a new video. In this channel, I bring to you information across the globe, what is happening in the world, especially Nigeria. So after watching the video, your opinion, your contribution is highly needed. Do it constructively in the comment section as we are going to watch this video together. Yes, I'm watching it together with you. Then later, we'll come to the comment section to discuss about it. Remain blessed as we watch.
Yes, I welcome you to this press conference titled Obasonjo's Flight of Fantasy, a Joke Taken Too Far. After a careful watch and critical analysis of the trending short video, broadcast by GTV Africa on the 13th of December 2001, the Ijaw National Congress resolved to frown at the blatant emotional outburst, crude and rude disruption and attack by the former President Olusegun Obasonjo on the National Secretary of the INC, Engineer Wodu, while addressing the job position at the forum organized by the Global Peace Foundation in collaboration with Vision Africa at the Constop Hilton Hotel, Abuja. The event was themed Inclusive Security Dialogue on Bundling Barriers, a strategic meeting for key influencers. And the said broadcast, the former President Olusegun Obasanjo OBJ was seen tackling in an ungentlemanly and unstatesmanly manner the National Secretary of the INC, Engineer Wodu, over his views on issues bordering on the age-long neglect, sufferings, and general underdevelopment of the Ijaw territory and people in and by the Nigerian state. The trending video quoted the National Secretary as inferring thus: I have listened attentively to what everybody has said. We are actually on the right track, but it is not enough. Just like one of us said here, we must make an impact. We must be able to convince the government to take some of the decisions we are making today. As for us, Ijaws, we have been treated as second-class citizens. I don't have any reservations about that. Ijaws today produce the bulk of resources from oil and gas in this country. That is the mainstay. However, the INC National Scribe had not finished expressing this position when the self-acclaimed all-knowing OBJ, without recourse to decorum and meeting procedures, interjected him, saying, "There we go again, there we go again." And then he went into a momentary fit of outburst, banging the table intermittently while making historically proven erroneous assertions that had been ingrained in his inner recesses of hate and had become the article of faith over issues concerning the Ijaws and the Niger Delta people. During Obasanjo's flight of fantasy, the National Secretary Wodu, as a proud, civilized, and well-cultured son of the Ijaw nation, maintained his calm sanity and allowed Obasanjo to finish massaging his personal ego. It was a joke taken too far by the former president. Obasanjo and his likes who have over the years denied the Ijaw nation every opportunity to annex, own, and control our God-given resources must be told in clear and unmistakable terms that we cannot be intimidated, hushed, or harassed into moronic silence. The former president's brazen attempt to bully the National Secretary of the INC with his unguarded vociferation while Wodu was succinctly advancing the views and stance of the entire Ijaw people on their unfair treatment perpetually visited on us by successive Nigerian hegemonic and repressive government, clearly exposed another shatter of the underbelly of Obasonjo and its likes, which is replete in the burial and rebounding negatives that have continually promoted Ijaw balkanization, servitude, and subjugation unashamedly. Obasanjo's claim that as long as Nigeria is together, whatsoever is under the ground is given to all Nigerians by God, and that we are to manage it together, smacks of the wicked script of the Nigerian state against the Ijaws and their resources, which he also perpetuated during his 8 years of his 14 misadventure in power. OBJ's land use decree remains the most obnoxious and catastrophic piece of legislation designed and religiously implemented to undermine the Ijaws and other minority ethnic nationalities in this country and deny them their inalienable right to benefit from their God-given blessings. We consider his claim on resource ownership pernicious, provocative, oppressive, and wicked, just as it negates the decades-long deprivation principle, which was pegged at 100% in 1946 and remained so until Nigeria independence, where it was whimsically reduced to 50% and callously and drastically reduced to a paltry 1.3% and later a meager 13%, when oil and gas replaced cocoa, groundnut, and palm oil as the dominant economic mainstay of the country. The inequality around the oppressive derivation principle, we all know, only changed when oil and gas became the major foreign exchange earner for the Nigerian state. OBJ should also be bold enough to extend this pretentious outburst on the ownership and mindless mining of gold in Zamfara and other parts of the north, and butane in Ondo and other minerals extracted as private commercial ventures in states and communities outside the Niger Delta. Need we remind Obasanjo that while he glossed with his rapt and anemic resources for all fantasy, the debilitating environmental, human, social, and economic impasse resulting from oil and gas exploration and exploitation by the Nigerian state and their multinational collaborators are borne and suffered solely by the Ijaw and the Niger Delta people, are not shared in any way by others, including Obasanjo's community, Ota, in Ogun State. Obasanjo has not visited any oil and gas-related polluted sites across Ijaw land and the Niger Delta region to appreciate firsthand the enormity of environmental degradation and calamities suffered by the people, with attendant epidemics, health challenges, and local access to social amenities. We are not in any way surprised at the hatred of the former president for the Ijaw and the Niger Delta people, as he demonstrated a huge dose of this towards the Ijaw people when he, in a supposed democracy in 1999, ordered armed soldiers to invade an Ijaw community, Odi, in Bayelsa State. The Odi massacre, as now known in the annals of Nigerian political history will remain unforgettable in the memories of generations of Ijaw people. We are, however, consoled that the cause of the land in 2013 vindicated and gave judgment in favor of the Odi people and ordered the federal government of Nigeria to pay the community the sum of 37.6 billion as compensation for the damages and psychological trauma caused by the executive recklessness and power drunkenness of Obasonjo, who wrought an act of inhumanity on a defenseless community. Like a leopard, he has not changed his skin of horrible thoughts about the jaws of the Niger Delta people, even out of office. Recent developments in the country, particularly the Petroleum Industry Act, the non-constitution of the Niger Delta Development Commission Board, non-inclusion of Ijaw terrain in the proposed NNPC roads rehabilitation project, the exclusion of Ijaw for top NNPC managerial positions, and the balkanization of Ijaw into political irrelevance, etc., are lucid pointers to the deliberate ploy to hold Ijaw and the Niger Delta people hostage and be subjected to poverty and a state of arrested development, which Obasonjo and his likes relish. The Ijaw nation, under the auspices of his umbrella socio-cultural organization, the Ijaw National Congress.
Thank you for always watching Linda's TV show. I will see you again in my next video. Remain blessed. I appreciate each and every one of you, and keep on watching Linda's TV show. If you have not yet subscribed, please, I beg you to do that so that you'll be getting more updates from me. Bye bye.